Can you tell, here at 17,000 feet above sea level, with another 3,000 to go, where all you can hear is the crunching of your own footsteps? And the wind slicing in at 32 degrees below freezing. Can you tell which one of these bundled up humans is the kid, the 11-year-old, who set out to climb the highest, hardest mountain in North America? He's the one.
Well, we're here at 17,200 feet at high camp. This is our last camp before we go up to the summit, which is right up there.
His name is Jordan Romero, a California kid who was only 9 years old when he got fixed on an idea to climb to the top of the world's highest mountains, one per continent, including Everest, before he turned 16, which means he started in a hurry.
I've climbed Mount Aconcagua in South America, Mount Elbrus in Europe, Mount Kosciuszko in Australia, and Mount Kilimanjaro of Africa.
But this one, number 5 on his list, this one was turning out to be the hardest yet. Alaska's Mount McKinley, also known as Denali. The mountain, 20,320 feet above sea level. The boy, 1 month shy of his 12th birthday. At the beginning of his climb.
It might not be the highest of what I've done, but it has to be the one with it's the most technical. The one where you're most likely, to slip and fall and have an accident.
How do you put one foot in front of another when you know that that's what's at stake?
Well, I know the mountain that I'm climbing is always unpredictable. You have no idea what's going to happen.
One day I picked up Jordan from school and he said, "Dad, I want to climb the 7 summits."
He was just shocked. His jaw was like...
Jordan's father, Paul Romero, is an adventurer himself. A paramedic who loves to run and kayak and climb mountains. And when Jordan went up Mount McKinley, Paul was there with him, as guide and as father.
To the top of Denali.
It's your Father's Day gifts.
I knew he needed to even begin to understand what mountaineering was, that there's just long, hard, dirty, unfun hours and days and weeks of carrying packs and long, extensive, brutal travel and all this type of stuff just before you can even think about climbing the mountains.
That was hard, training for it. At first I thought, I'm thinking, why am I doing this training?
The training is mostly building up your aerobic.
Yes, technical side, working side, mental side.
What's the mental side?
It's making the right choices and also, staying focused. Otherwise, one wrong step, it'll be the last step you'll ever take.
Jordan managed to get a bit of a blister on the back of his heel on the trek today.
The morning of day 4 of their climb.
My foot is... Before, it was just killing me and... Oh, man. Well, my alarm just went off. It's time to check the radio for the weather forecast.
And Wednesday, mostly clear, with winds 15 miles an hour or less.
Yes. There's the machine right here.
To get his lungs ready for the thin air at the top of the peak, Jordan back home had spent months sleeping inside a tent that lowered the oxygen available to him.
The tent here is for acclimatizing in the altitude for the mountains. This is my lifeline, I would like to say. These are what I depend on. You have to take a lot of gear, there's no Sherpas up here, no sled dogs or anything like that. You carry your own stuff.
What are you most nervous about?
Well, bad weather, avalanches, anything could happen on that mountain.
Karen Lundgren, his dad's girlfriend, is with them on every climb. She's the voice behind the camera.
Is it steep here? By the looks of it, yeah.
In a way that's real, it's not just theoretical, that you really could all, including your boy, could get killed doing this.
I do live with that in my mind. I do live with the fact that we do some pretty risky things in this mountaineering quest that he has.
You're bringing him up to very high places where things fall, including people, and don't
Absolutely.
come back alive.
I've had some tough moments, man. I've had some sleepless nights. We know we don't have a completely impenetrable bubble around him.
Oh my God.
Is the risk of dying, is that what makes it a goal worth conquering?
I want to do something that's quite life-risking.
You do?
That's what every single person in their life has to do, take risks, take chances. Go fast, take chances.
The danger, of course, is what fascinates anybody who doesn't go where Jordan is going.
And congratulations to Jordan Romero. Congratulations, Jordan.
In his hometown, Big Bear Lake, California, he's becoming a celebrity. He's asked to speak at schools, and the kids are desperate for an autograph.
The number one thing up on the mountains is making the right choices. And if you don't make the right choices, you might not be coming back to your homes.
The flat truth of a kid who lives on the edge, literally.
Proud of you, buddy. Stay focused. Almost there.
5 days in, the climb is getting steeper and harder.
It's tiring.
There's no other boy in the world that won't even dare to do this, Jordan. This is an amazing route. You're so brave.
Yeah, there's a fine line between encouraging him and pushing him through some dark, low moments when he's down on himself. The difference between that and to a point where he has reached his maximum mentally, physically, and where the risk has become too high. Jordan has just not even come close to that point yet.
Danger is never far away. To the left, a sheer drop. To the right, a rocky unknown.
Getting ready for the push to the summit. Very nervous.
Finally, the summit. After 7 days of climbing.
Here it is, little buddy.
Sit. Oh my God.
You did it, buddy.
We did it! 5 down, 3 to go!
That for me was one of the greatest moments of my life. I've climbed a mountain that is harder than Mount Everest.
And you want to climb Everest?
Hopefully, age 14.
I love you. Love you too, guys.
A kid with a goal. It just happens to take him up where the air is almost too thin to breathe. I'm John Donvan for Nightline.